There they are.
Hey guys, so today I'm going to be talking about fighting a Liberator in an ESF. Now, what I'm going to be talking about is how I personally prefer to fight them, which is the balls to the wall, in-your-face style I like to think of as the Argatar. The other style is sitting out, picking at render range, and running away the minute the Liberator gets within 200 meters of you. The second style is undoubtedly safer, but it's also a lot less fun and not exactly difficult to learn how to do, so I'm just not really going to go over it. It's pretty self-explanatory. Anyways, the first thing you need to do is get into hover mode when they start getting close. You're going to want to remain in hover for the majority of the fight, and accidentally breaking out of it could result in afterburning straight into their belly, which probably won't end very well for you. From here, you're going to want to try to stay in front of and above the middle point of the Liberator. Keeping yourself towards the edges of the Dalton or the Shredder's angle of aim makes it much more difficult for their gunner to hit you, and they'll constantly be bumping into the limit that they can aim, and the Liberator turning will be much more likely to throw off their aim, causing them to miss their shot. The first threat you'll be facing at close range is the Tank Buster. The easiest way to dodge it is to be in hover mode and hover around and to the side of the Liberator. Going either up or down is much easier for the pilot to compensate for. However, if you angle yourself so that you're burning around the side of the Liberator, it's incredibly easy to avoid a Tank Buster. An important thing to remember about is latency, and is probably a reason many people get killed by the Tank Buster. Depending on your ping and the ping of the pilot, if you wait until you actually see the tracers coming from the Liberator to dodge, it could already be too late. So it's incredibly important to remember to dodge proactively and anticipate when the pilot will start firing. The next weapon is the belly gun, which will likely be either a Dalton or a Shredder. Both of these weapons are really fought in a fairly similar way with some slight variations. Especially against the Dalton, never keep the same flight path for more than 1 or 2 seconds. Alternate the angle you're flying and constantly switch between ascending and descending so as to be as unpredictable as possible. People that try to AB out in a long arc away from Liberators are actually fairly easy to hit. You can guess where they're going and send a round out in that direction. People that are making many more smaller changes every second or two are much more difficult to predict and then hit. It's also always a good practice to keep your nose pointed directly towards the Liberator, since this presents the smallest possible target for them to hit. The most important thing to remember is to never get lazy. Don't slow down or stop dodging for a second or two because they're on fire or you want to get a little more damage off. Always assume that they're about to hit you, and don't let your guard down until the Liberator is dead. As a side note, a Vortec Reaver is probably the best ESF to use for this strategy due to the fact that the Vortec melts, well, really everything at close range, and the Reaver also has the best V-thrust, which makes dodging much easier compared to the other ESFs. Anyways, hopefully this will help some of you out that have been having trouble fighting Liberators, and we can get some more good fights going, as opposed to the annoying render range sniping, which is really just miserable to deal with as a Liberator, and not that much fun as an ESF. But either way you prefer, have fun flying and try not to eat too many Daltons. Unless they're fighting me. I need certs. Also, my Daltons taste like pizza, so you should really try them out.
Gigantic flak trap west of Island. There's like 4 Skyguards.
Killing spree, double kill, triple kill, fatality.